everybody, how's it going? Well, I decided to switch things up a little bit, and I had this Coyote badge installed on the front grille of the 27 Mustang, but after I looked at it, I just decided just didn't like it that much. I like the badge, but it's just a little too big, and I don't know if you can see, it's just full of surface scratches, and I'm really careful with this car, so it just, and this is plastic. This weighs virtually nothing. So I did some research and I found this other Howler badge, which this thing is solid metal. Now granted, this was twice the cost of this, but this is a little bit smaller, and quite frankly I think just looks a little bit better because it's darker. So I ordered this off of eBay, and I will put the link below. Hopefully, if the auction is still up. These do seem to be hard to find, and these come in a bunch of different colors, but I chose the black and the chrome just because it just goes better with my car. You can do red, which would kind of be a nod to the GT350R if you wanted to go that route, but this is just more subdued and quite frankly a little more in line with just the regular GT350. And I did order the mounting bracket, even though I have the mounting bracket for this other one, but I mean, this was a couple bucks and I know it's definitely going to work. So what I'm going to do is, one thing I don't like about this is it's polished. So I'm going to do my old-fashioned trick of the matte clear over top, which is going to give it then more of a kind of a brushed look, just kind of dull down the shine a little bit, and that should be actually, and give it a little more protection, because it's, as you can see, this one is, it's hard to tell, it's just a little pitted and just a lot of scratches on it for whatever reason. I'm not even sure how those got there, because I've only washed the car twice since I installed this. And I wipe it down every other time with the detailer. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and then spray it with some of this. When I'm done with that, I don't care for the result. I do have some of that window frosting spray that I've used on other chrome bits that turns it more into a brushed aluminum, but I think I'll be happy with this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. Okay, here I am outside in my dedicated paint booth, and I did give it a couple coats of this matte clear, and I decided that I did want to put one light coat of this Rust-Oleum frosted glass over top, and I'm actually really happy with the result. It gives it a much more brushed look rather than the polished. So it's probably hard to tell on this light, but it does look really good. So I'm gonna let this frosted coat dry, and I'm going to put probably one more nice coat of this on top, and then it's going to be done. And then it's actually really easy to install. You don't have to take the bumper off. I'll show you that method when I get to it. Okay, so real quickly, here it is inside. This has the desired sheen that I was looking for. Not polished, although polished is okay, it just wasn't what I wanted. So you can kind of see it here under the controlled light. So I'm going to let this dry for a while, and probably in a few hours, after I finish my work, I will install this. I may end up using the original installation bracket. This new one is a lot nicer and a lot heavier duty, more heavy duty, but I know for a fact that this mounting location, these mounting holes will fit perfectly through the mesh that I have. I don't have to bend the mesh at all, and this one seems to be off just a little bit, so I'll give it a try. Either option will work, and I'd rather not bend the mesh if I don't have to. That way, if I decide to remove this, there'll be no sign of it underneath. So one last shot of this under this light. Very happy with the way that looks. Alright, it's now ready to no, just grab it. Okay, here I am ready to go ahead and install the new badge. And to install it, it's actually pretty simple. I'm just going to remove all these pop clips that are holding this cover in place, and then loosen the hood latch, and you can move it out of the way. You have to unplug. There's a sensor right there. Unplug it. It's very simple. And then it allows you to reach down in there and you can reach the back of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, now that the cover's off, you can see what it looks like under there. And you can make yourself plenty of room by just removing these two bolts right there. And they're 10 millimeters, so I'll go ahead and get those off, and I'll be able to install this. There, the bracket is all installed. Just a matter of preference wherever you want to put it. This seems to be the best location for my taste. It's pretty much equal top and bottom, and it's got these flat, I don't know, washers or whatever that you have to turn in such a way so that they will be covered, which they are with this. So now I just need to peel off the double-sided tape, and I'll go ahead and stick it, show you what it looks like when it's all finished. And just like that, it's all finished. It's a little bit smaller, definitely not as noticeable, and I like it more than the previous one. See, I'm in the garage right now, so it's hard to hide, kind of hard to see it, but there it is. There'll be plenty more videos where this thing is visible from a distance. One more project done. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.
Oh, come on, damn it! Oh, that sounds good.